to do the things that I was just dreaming about 6 months ago, right? I went for so many years where I would tell myself, like, tomorrow I'm going to start eating clean. I'm going to start working out. And the next day I would forget by noon. I would cave in and get hammered at night. By noon, at noon I'd go out and have lunch with one of the homies from the office, have lunch with a client, and just forget about my goals and forget about my dreams. So I'm glad that I'm getting after it. And I'm also really grateful for each and every one of you that's been checking in. I pray that you guys are out there getting after it too, especially if you're trying to lose some weight. Hey, what's up, my friends? Welcome to my 135-pound weight loss journey. My name is Noise, and I have a lot of weight to lose. I'm currently about 310 pounds. I'm training to run a 10-mile race. In May 11th, I have the Chicago Marathon in October, and I want to run an ultra marathon before my 41st birthday in 2025. So since the year started, I've been sharing my weightlifting routine because it's a big part of my training at the moment. The weightlifting routine that I'm sharing with you guys in this week is the same routine that I'm going to be doing for the whole first quarter of the year. The only thing that changes is the weight. So day one was legs and shoulders. You can go back and see the video. Day two was chest and back. Today is going to be focused on Olympic movements. Now, Olympic movements are very technical, and they're, it's a delicate movement. They're good for your athleticism to become more explosive. They do help your overall strength. You get a good pump out of them. Your lungs are working. I mean, these are incredible moves. Personally, I think they're kind of like poetry. With that being said, at 310 pounds, after not working out for so many years, I'm struggling with these moves. I originally programmed today to include clean and jerks. That's, clean and jerks with the squat, and snatches from the ground for reps, right? I was going to do 3 sets of 3 reps on each movement at a decent weight. Quite frankly, my body is not used to it, and I'm messing up the moves. So instead of just doing half-assed clean and jerks or half-assed snatches, what I did is that I broke it down into parts, and I'm doing what's called a complex. I didn't really think these complexes through very much. I had to pull this last minute, but I was able to break down the clean and jerk into 3 parts, which is, picking up the bar, kind of like a deadlift, and then a clean pull, which is bringing the bar up here. And then the squat. And then the press. So for the first quarter, I'm just going to be focused on those moves, and this is going to help me build that foundation. I know it's a long game. We're talking about 3 months, which is basically like, what is that? Like 12 sessions of just complex movements instead of doing the real thing. But it's okay. It's going to help me build that foundation. Same thing for snatches. I really struggle with the snatches, and it might be that I'm wearing really spongy shoes, but it's more than likely the fact that I haven't done this in a long time. So I broke down the move into parts, you know, picking up the bar from the ground with the wide grip, kind of like a deadlift, right? But it's not a deadlift. I did that, and then I did the snatch pull, where you bring it up here. And then the squats, which is basically just an overhead squat. That's going to be my workout for the first quarter. So it's going to be 3 sets of clean and jerk complexes and 3 sets of snatch complexes. I'm going to sit down with a piece of paper and plan this out a little bit better for my next workout. But now we're getting to the fun part. And it's a routine called Isabel. Isabel is a signature CrossFit workout that is supposed to be performed with a barbell at 135 pounds. And you're basically going to do 30 snatches. And I believe it's for time. I'm not too sure. Today I'm just going to focus on, I'm getting my 30 snatches in and see how it goes. I'm not using 135 pounds. I'll be using a 45-pound barbell with 2 10-pound plates, which is 65 pounds. And that's that. I'm just going to focus on the movement, see how things feel. I'm pretty sure I'll still be dying halfway through these because I was getting just winded doing the complexes. So again, I'm doing these workouts and I'm sharing these with you guys so that you kind of see what's going into this weight loss routine, into this weight loss journey, and into becoming a runner. Do you need to do this to lose weight? No. Do you need to do these kind of movements to become a runner? No. However, I enjoy this stuff. And the person I envision a year and a half from now is doing CrossFit. He's running. He's going to jiu-jitsu with his kids. He's staying active. So that's what I'm getting after right now. I might not look pretty as I wanted to, but there's something beautiful in the grind. So Isabel with 65 pounds. We'll see how this goes. Let's get it. So I just looked up the workout, and Isabel is 30 snatches, and it should be done in under 5 minutes. We'll see how it goes. I feel my mic falling off. Whew. $320, but I'm missing about 70 pounds here. That went a lot better than I expected. You know, quite frankly, after doing the first set of snatches on the strength portion of the workout, I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. I was kind of like, I was fearful that I wasn't going to be able to perform this, but it's just going to take a lot of work for me to get to where I want to be. I'm grateful and thank God that I was able to do this, and just to see, you know, push myself to do the things that I was just dreaming about 6 months ago, right? I went for so many years where I would tell myself, like, tomorrow I'm going to start eating clean, I'm going to start working out, and the next day I would forget by noon. You know, I would cave in and get hammered at night. By noon, at noon I'd go out and have lunch with one of the homies from the office, have lunch with a client, and just forget about my goals and forget about my dreams. So I'm glad that I'm getting after it. And I'm also really grateful for each and every one of you that's been checking in. You know, I pray that you guys are out there getting after it too, especially if you're trying to lose some weight. I know there's a lot of you that have already accomplished your goals, and maybe it's just nostalgia or like reminiscent about the days you were struggling like I am now that brings you back to the channel. But man, I'm thankful for you guys. And I hope you're out there getting after it and pushing yourself to be better every single day. You know, pushing yourself to get closer to that person that you want to be, the person you want to see in the mirror, the person that you want your family, your kids, you know, your neighbors, your coworkers to see when they're in front of you. In the next couple of videos, I'm going to be sharing more about my diet. You know, leading up to this point, I've been eating clean. I weaved out like a bunch of foods that I was eating, pretty much like all of the processed foods for the most part. However, May 11th is coming quick. You know, this 10-mile race is right around the corner, and I need to lose some weight, like fast. I need to lose some weight pronto. So I'm going to start tracking my calories strictly, you know, and I'm just probably going to do this for about a year or so, where I'm going to be tracking my calories and just becoming more familiar with every single thing that's coming into my body. Now, I'm not an athlete, and I forget that. You know, I'm just a realtor here in the Chicagoland. I'm not an athlete. However, you know, that's how I picture myself, right? Like an athlete, so I'm going to eat like one. And then in the next couple of videos, I'll bring you guys along and show you exactly what I'm going to be eating to lose the weight and how I'm going to be tracking my calories. And also, this pretty much concludes the whole weightlifting series. You know, we've covered day 1, 2, and 3 already. I'll make sure to keep you guys updated when I start doing weigh-in Wednesdays. I'm checking in weekly with the weigh-ins. You know, I'll keep you updated on the numbers, and I'll record some of the progress and bring you guys along too to maybe dive into some technique and form on some of these exercises in case you guys are trying to do them too. So, my friends, in a time when there's so much happening around us, I invite you to cut off the chatter and walk with me as I blaze the road to Ultra, because there's no need for you to do this alone. We've got a great community forming, and I'm thankful for each and every one of you. My friends, thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. Be well.